What is up? What it do, man? I want to give a shout out to each and every one of you, man. I want to welcome you all to another Tuesday night Soul Source. It is me, your gracious host, HG. If you don't know anything about what's going on around here, I am a YouTube content creator, of course. I talk about sneakers, streetwear, and anything else in between. I've also gotten into doing some reactions about music because I love music, and then other reactions of things that are going on in the world as of late. But if you happen to visit my channel and you find something that interests you, go ahead, hit that subscribe button to join the family. I have what is that called? Subscriptions available, so you can sign up for each tier. In the future, we will be doing merch and things like that. So feel free to join the subscription if you can. There is no pressure, because just your views are enough. And speaking of views, man, YouTube, they do it different nowadays, man. The views count for even more. So go ahead and share these videos with your friends, your family, anybody you think is interested in it. Also, if you hit that thumbs up, not if you hit that thumbs up, when you hit that thumbs up, go ahead and hype me up. It is a new feature featured on YouTube. Hyping you up gives points to the videos, and it lets the algorithms know that we are doing an excellent job over here on this channel. Now, I know you all have seen the thumbnail, and if you haven't, man, feel free to check that thumbnail out, man, because it's an interesting one, and we're going to be talking about the thumbnail today, but not right now, man. Y'all know how I like to do it. I like to get all of the little stuff out of the way in the beginning before I get to some of the craziest things that are going on in the sneaker world, in the content world. What's going on, King Vita, man? Hey, how's it going? What's been up with you as of late? I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, I do know what's going on, man. I had to take something for my shoulder, and it's got me a little bit thrown off. It's got me glitching a little bit, man. Where are you planning to sell said merch? Any plan? I'm totally getting myself some. So I'm gonna be selling merch on YouTube, and I don't know how else I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do a Shopify as well, and through Shopify I'm going to be putting some of my shoes up for sale as well. I think I'm going to be putting some of my shoes up as well. I've just like come to the realization that I'm not going to wear all of this stuff, and I've been waiting about 3 years for the perfect situation, and the perfect situation has not come across yet. So instead of waiting, I figure, man, I'm going to sell it for a damn good price, if I say so myself. Absolutely below retail to people who really want it more than I do. So yeah, I'm going to be selling my shoes. I'm going to be selling merch and other stuff like that. So be on the lookout for that. First, like here, man, I appreciate you, Zylo08. What's going on? How have you been? But anyway, how's everybody been this week? How was your last week? How's your week going? Because I know it's Tuesday, and that's the purpose of Tuesday Night Soul Source, to kind of get you through the rest of your week. And then we like to end it off with a bang on Fridays with the Friday wrap up, weekly wrap up. But yeah. Oh, as I take a sip, man, I have to say shout out to my Red Cup Double Cup family, man. What y'all sipping on tonight, whether it's water, a protein shake, or a little something extra, put down in the chat, man, what y'all sipping on or what y'all might be eating tonight, because I know it's around dinner time and everybody is filling their stomachs up. Well, my BF just, ooh, sorry to hear that. But the thing I like to say in situations like that is, when you leave something like that alone, man, they've done you a favor. It's better to happen now than to happen later on down the line when you're married or something like that and you feel kind of stuck. So again, I'm sorry to hear that happen to you, but you sit here long enough and we're gonna try to make that the best time that we possibly can around here. I've been good, been working out, back to lifting weights. Couldn't be happier, honestly, man. I can't wait till I get back to working out and stuff like that, man. Absolutely. I try my best. So if anybody before I say this, and I'll be saying this periodically throughout the night. But if anybody ever wants to get up on screen, join the live conversation, put it in the chat. I'll send a link and we can get the conversation going. Whoo. This is a crazy whole lot going on, man. And I just we're gonna start it off with this right here. So I don't know how many of you all are familiar with Wish. Wish is part of the Whitaker Group, a group of chain ownership stores like Amamanier and all of those other kind of tier zero sneaker resale shops. But Wish has been a huge staple in the city of Atlanta. A lot of artists have come through. A lot of people have been a part of raffles and all other kind of events. Now, I've only been to Wish once. I've only ever been to this store once because we were kind of out of the campouts at the stores era and such things like that and all that good stuff. So by the time I got into sneakers really heavy, it just didn't seem like a necessity or a need for me. But a huge staple in the community. And they made an announcement a couple of days ago, actually 24 hours ago. They made an announcement that said for more than 2 decades, 20 years, more than 20 years plus, they've been a staple in the community. They talked about all of the contributions and how the community has given back to them so much. And they say, as with all great journeys, at some point they come to an end. We want to share with our customers and supporters that Wish will close its doors on December 28th, 2026. They are shutting down. And the reason that I felt like I needed to mention this is because, like so many other freelance, or I don't know, I guess I would say freelance, like so many other freelance sneaker brick and mortar stores that popped up and have since then disappeared. This is one of the biggest staples. This was like a resale shop before resale shops were popular or, you know, spreading like wildfire and things like that. So this was not just something that was a spur of the moment kind of thing, a trendy thing. This was just something that was part of the culture. They've done a bunch of collabs with different brands and things like that. So this wasn't anything like a common hype or urban necessities or something like that, something that just like popped up because they wanted to leech off of the community and, you know, try to get rich quick. Wish was sneaker resale before sneaker resale was a thing. And Wish was our city or my city's opportunity to get some of those rare sneakers that, you know, other cities got access to, like California and New York, that everybody else was not able to gain access to. So yeah, it's really sad to kind of see one of those staples in the community go. This was located in Little Five Points. I don't know how many people were familiar with Little Five Points, but Little Five Points is a artsy, eclectic area within the city where like all different walks of life, all different types of vibes and stuff like that, you know, congregate in that area and, you know, share their art forms and musical talents and stuff like that. So yeah, like Wish was huge. And to hear that it's closing at the end of the year, what is this, August? That's what, like 4 months away. I almost said 2. I don't know why I almost said it, but that's in 4 months and 3 days. They're going to be shutting down their stores. And I know a lot of people may be sad about this, but I know a lot of other people on the other end of the spectrum are excited because they're like, okay, good. One less store to backdoor sneakers, because, you know, backdooring is a thing, and Wish definitely used to backdoor sneakers, as well as Amamanier, Social Status. A lot of these places have backdoored sneakers for well over 2 decades, it feels like. But I know a lot of you all can be happy about this, but, you know, it more so goes to show the 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 times that we're in, how much sneakers and sneaker resale has fallen, because like a lot of people are talking about how Nike stock has drastically dipped, and I might do a video talking about that because that's crazy, man. It's crazy that Nike has dipped that much, and I know a lot of people are excited because they're like, okay, well, with the disappearing act of some of these sneaker stores that are backdooring shoes and stuff like that, and with the decline in Nike, maybe these companies will wake up and start actually putting effort into their products and actually charging us what these products are actually worth. But if you're somebody like me, you kind of see the other side of it. Like, yeah, it sounds good in theory that all of this stuff is declining and falling off and things like that. But what happens if it falls off and declines too bad? Then we start seeing less and less of items. Then we start seeing, or could start seeing, worse and worse of quality because these companies can't make money to keep up with a said range of quality that the consumer expects. Even, and worst come to worst, these companies going out of business. Like, what would the footwear world look like if Nike went out of business? And if Nike goes out of business, all these other brands are damn sure capable of going out of business. Adidas, New Balance, Asics, everything will be on the chopping block. Then everything must go or is capable of going. So that's kind of a sad thing to see, a crazy thing to see. But as they say, the show must go on. King Vita said, I don't know if we're talking about the same Wish, but Wish is kind of sketchy. Honestly, if this isn't wish.com, then forget I said anything. Wish.com. No. It's not wish.com. It's Wish ATL. Wishatl.com. On one hand, this is good, but on the other, plenty of people can only get sneakers through backdoor buy. There are plenty of people that cannot afford shoes, and there are also people that can. Wish had them Olympic bows in 26. Yeah, facts. That's a lot of people picked up plenty of pairs of the Olympic Bo Jackson trainers back at Wish. Like, one of my best friends hit for like 4 pairs of the Travis Scott Jordan 1 high mochas at Wish back in the day. Like, for all of the alleged bad that Wish did a lot of good as well, especially in the community. Yeah, Wish ATL, absolutely. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. It happens. It's a thing, but it's also sad to see something like this go. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Does a huge staple in the community, one that business that has given back to so many lives and has done so much for the sneaker culture as far as bringing special events and things like that to the cities and stuff like that, is it bad when they go out of business? And like, what are we to do about that? I had just left Dallas that year. Oh, damn. Damn, that's crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, thank you to Wish ATL for all of the fun memories, for all of the sneaker events that you helped bring to the city, and for all of the good that you did for the community. And maybe this is not, goodbye. Maybe this is a see you later. Maybe they'll continue. Maybe they'll close down the brick and mortar store and continue to do Wish ATL online. That's always an option, because that's what a lot of other businesses that had brick and mortar stores are doing. They're starting to just do stuff online. So you never know. Yeah, and the Outcast mural, man. The Outcast mural was one of the biggest things in the city. One of the most iconic murals in the city, where a lot of people would come to the city just to look at the Outcast mural. But the next thing that I wanted to talk to you all about, and I don't know how you all are going to feel about this one. I've definitely had my fair share of videos, conversation pieces, and think pieces about this company. And not just this company, plenty of other companies as well. But for whatever reason, whenever they try to get right, they just tend to do wrong. And I can't understand why. But salutes to everybody over on Reddit in my group, our sneakerheads. Shout out to our sneakerheads, man. And some of the coolest people in that group, showing off a lot of your fits, a lot of your sneaker pickups, and just being all around cool, man. It was a little bit crazy in the beginning, but we got it to a cool, calm, collected level. And I really appreciate all of y'all that participate in that. But this is involving StockX. StockX is back in the news for some shady business, and it always seems that way. So StockX has not only revamped the way they do business, they have revamped the way they do like sneaker legit checks and things like that. And a lot of y'all might say, yeah, okay, we hear it, but it sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me. You know what I'm saying? And they don't claim to have 100% authentication like they used to, which is a little weird, but I guess you learn your lesson. But they do claim that the process is a lot better, and they have better technology where they put the shoes inside of a scanner, and they do all their little beep beep boop 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 beep beep doodads and gadgets and stuff like that. And you know, they come out and they tell you whether your shoe is fake or not. And they have revamped some of their policies. Now, anytime I think about policies and I think about places like StockX and GOAT and things like that, it really makes me think about GOAT, how GOAT stole my shoes and they still refuse to give me my shoes back. They made up some shit as to why they would not follow their own rules and guidelines. And basically they're holding my shoes hostage. And ever since that incident, they also went back and revamped their terms of services and stuff like that. So I'm pretty fucking pissed off with GOAT. I've been pissed off at StockX for a long time, but enough of the yapping. StockX is blatantly stealing people's stuff, but they're stealing people's stuff legally. And y'all might be like, HG, what the hell are you talking about? How do you steal people's stuff legally? Well, okay, so we'll talk about this. And this very incident right here is a question that I had when I went live like a couple of months ago. This was the very scenario that I was fearful of. So a Redditor put a post up on Reddit in a social group chat talking about his experience with StockX. In his experience with StockX, he had purchased a pair of Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows, the pink ones. I don't know, but I'll read the insert in just a minute. But while I do that, before I do that, I'm gonna give you a brief overview. But he purchased a pair of Travis Scott, the pink ones, whichever pink ones he purchased, and they were purchased off of the Travis Scott website. He sends them in to StockX. StockX receives his package. They, you know, I guess scan the shoes, check them out or whatever. And through their legit check process, they determined the Travis Scotts to be fake. Now, the guy was like, how can my shoes be fake if I bought them directly from Travis Scott's website? And he sent in his receipt, which I feel like you shouldn't even have to do, but he sent them in his receipt, and he sent them in a copy of his bank statement for proof of purchase. So two identifying factors that shows that he bought the shoes off of Travis Scott's website. And StockX said, okay, thank you for the, you know, proof of purchase. Thank you for your quote unquote forms of evidence, but through further determination and investigation, we're going to stick with our original determination. And in our original determination, when we determine your shoes to be fake, we're going to confiscate your shoes. We're going to keep them, and you owe us because you tried to put fake shoes into the system. And that was the very, very thing that I was afraid of. Welcome back. What happened is everyone got greedy. Nike seen people was paying thousands for $100 shoes, so resale was high. Everybody wanted to be a reseller. So many shoes was being bought. Facts. So Nike said, okay, we're going to turn resale prices to retail. So it brought resale down. And now all them fake resellers not buying shoes. Damn. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I don't know if Nike's strategy was a good one or if it was a bad one, because in their strategy to do that, yeah, they did hurt the resale market. They did hurt the resellers. They did somewhat stop the backdooring, but they also hurt themselves. They hurt themselves and they hurt their value. As you can see, Nike's value is tanked because of their like ridiculous strategies. I don't know, man. What do y'all actually think Nike was smart for the plays that they made, or did they make a big mistake and suffer for it, or was it not necessarily a mistake, but a thing of doing too little, too late, trying to save the company when they should have just let it ride, man, let it ride. But yes, in this Reddit post, it said, "Thank you for your patience," and this is a letter from StockX to the customer. "Thank you for your patience while I thoroughly reviewed your concerns regarding your order. This is Carlos, and I'm a member of the leadership team here at StockX. This matter was escalated to me at your request, and I have personally reviewed the details surrounding this sale, which shows failed verification and confiscation. I hope this message finds you well. First and foremost, I would like to sincerely apologize for the frustration and stress this situation has caused." Okay, so a bunch of like really good company jargon. So much, so far, so much, so far, so much, so far, so good. I guess, I don't know, however you say that, y'all know what I mean. And then it goes on to say, and disappointing this experience can be. And I truly appreciate your patience throughout this entire process. After conducting a comprehensive review of the order and attempting to initiate an investigation, we are unable to honor the claim request at this time for a second review. It is not my intention to be combative but our verification process is more than just visually inspecting the items. Your item passes through the hands of multiple verification experts before a final decision is made. I'm going to be what did he say? I'm going to be transparent and let you know that our customer service department exists separately from our verification center. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Therefore, I can only communicate the notes that they left. So what is the point of customer service then? If they can't get into the building and fight for the seller or the customer, and the only way that they communicate with each other is through emails, because like anybody can see an email and just passively be like, "Oh, okay, whatever. I hear what you're saying, but I'm still not gonna budge on how I feel." What's the point? What's the point if customer service is not in the same building as verification? But therefore, I can only communicate the notes that they left. That being said, I have followed up with the leadership in our verification team, and this decision is firm. I understand that this outcome is not ideal, and I truly empathize with your situation. Carlos from StockX. So basically, as I said before, he bought his shoes from Travis Scott's website. He sent his shoes to StockX. StockX said his stuff was fake. He said, "Hey, customer service, I need you to check this again because I bought it from the website. I know they legit. I know they good." And StockX just came back with a big fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you said they're good, but our people in shop said they were bad. So yeah, that's what you're just gonna have to deal with. And we're keeping your shoes, which means we're keeping your 200 and something dollars that you paid for your Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows, and you ain't getting it back. You ain't getting your money back, and you ain't getting your shoes back. Shout out for the bullshit at these legit check companies. Because just when you think it's getting better for the community, it only gets worse. Now, let's go ahead and look at it and kind of dissect it and play devil's advocate for a second. Okay, let's look at it from the point of StockX. Somebody sends you their stuff. You send it through your authentication verification process, and like apparently there are people that hold it in hand and look at it, and we all know that there's no such thing as a professional legit checker. We all know that people are flawed and make mistakes. So the people look at them in hand, and then they put them in their scanner machine. And I don't know how often they put them in their scanner machine, because I think like they only put it in the little scanning machine for high dollar, high priced items. And I don't even know if they even actually do that. But that's what we've seen on news reports and things like that, where they took inside video footage and all of that. And you know, to me, stuff like that is a bunch of bullshit, because you can doctor it up just to make your business look good. And once the cameras are gone, you can just be like, okay, you know what? Fuck that. That shit is too expensive. Send it back and let's do the regular things that we've been doing. So you get it into your building and they say it's fake. You got one or two options, man. Keep it as to what they're doing now, or send the shit back for them to potentially scam somebody else with a pair of fake shoes if they are fake. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. You can never 100% with certainty say that the shoe is fake or not. And again, people make mistakes. So this could be an instance of a huge fucking mistake on their end. And they're like, as a company, what do you do? Like, you're trying your best to protect buyers, and you're trying to eliminate what the problem is, which is fake shoes. But how do you do it without stealing from somebody else? Because this being done, the guy could really sue them. Now they've got it in. Okay, now they do have it in their terms of services where they say that if a shoe is deemed to be fake or a rep, they can charge you for the service and send you your shoes back, or they can confiscate your shoes and charge you, and you're shit out of luck. And that's what happened to this guy right here. What do you all think? Is this a fair policy? Because on the other hand, the dude could have very well bought the shoes. The dude could be lying, or the dude very well could have bought them off the Travis Scott website. And you know how janky the Travis Scott website is, how crooked they are. They could have sent him a pair of fake shoes, because they're like, okay, these customers are going to trust what we do, because they don't know their hand from their ass or their foot from their mouth. They don't know. They just trust us 100%, because Travis Scott's website has done shady merch releases and shady things. And I don't know, but they could have sent the dude a fake pair of shoes for all we know, for all intents and purposes. And he just thought they were real because he got them from the website and he paid his money. But what do you do when a company like StockX takes your shoes and your money? They dropping too much not needed shoes and colorway. Yeah, a bunch of unnecessary shit. In any business, greed will ruin it, and in the process, burn people. That's facts. That's facts. There are three things going on here. One, either the dude got the whole Soldier Boy scam, got fakes, or StockX probably thinks they might be real and jacked his shoes. Were they real, fake? Does it even matter? You lost your shoes. Well, yeah, and not only did he lose his shoes, he lost his money. He lost his money because even if, let's say they're fake, he still had to pay $100 and something for those fake shoes. So he lost the $100 and something that he spent on a pair of fakes, and he lost the shoes. If they were real, he lost his $100 and something his what, about 200 and something dollars. I think they were like 190 or something like that, which would have made it 200 with tax. He lost his 190, 200 and something dollars, and he lost a real pair of shoes, and he lost the potential at making resale prices off them, whether it be a extra couple $100 or extra $50 to $60. He lost out on that, and StockX just gave him a big middle finger. So in every scenario, the seller and the buyer is shit out of luck, and there's nothing they can do about it. And we know StockX has made plenty of mistakes when it comes to authentication and verification of shoes. So this is why I will never sell shoes on StockX. I will never sell shoes on StockX because I know for a fact every single pair of shoes that I own are real, authentic shoes because I have a receipt for every single pair of shoes from a store. And I have them on a Excel spreadsheet so I can keep track of them. And I know that's a little crazy, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do in order to protect yourself. And if I wanted to resell my shoes and I want to send it into StockX at a moment's notice, they could say, oh no, your shit fake, with me knowing my shoes are 100% real, and keep my shoes. And like King Vito said, they could keep my shoes because they want to steal my shoes, or they could keep my shoes and destroy them because they've made a stupid, idiotic mistake. And we all know these companies have employees that steal shoes too. So that's another thing. I will never sell shoes on GOAT either. Again, like I said, I tried to sell a pair of grade school bred Jordan 4s because my girl didn't want them. And I was like, okay, you don't want them, I'll sell them, I'll take the money, put it towards a pair of shoes that you actually want. I paid $170 something plus tax for those shoes. And I sent them in the GOAT. I have a video on my phone to this day of how I packaged my shoes. I put bubble wrap around the shoe box. I put them in a shipping box that I got from Nike. I put them in a shipping box made for sneakers. I took a video of me driving to UPS. I took a video of me putting the label on the box. I even took a video of the condition of the shoes in case they tried some funny shit. And I even took a picture of me, I mean, not a picture, but a video of me handing the box off to the UPS employee and her putting them on the truck, on how she put them on the truck. And when they got to StockX, when they got to GOAT tried to say that my shoes never came in. And then I said, well, my tracking from UPS says you all have my shoes. So they said, and that my shoes had been there for 2 days and y'all had not checked them in. So then they say, okay, hold on, let me check. And then they come back and they say, oh yeah, we have your shoes, but they're smashed. No, and then they sent me a email that said my shoes were defective. And I was like, well, where are my shoes defective? I have a video of the condition. So then they say, well, hold on, let me go check. And they come back and they say, oh, we made a mistake about the condition of the shoes. The shoes aren't defective, but the shoe box is crushed. And I was like, well, how is the shoe box crushed? I didn't do it like you all are accusing me of, so it must have happened in shipping. They refused to give me buyout value of my shoes, as their policy states. If a item comes in damaged and you weren't the one to do the damage, then we will give you the buyout value of that shoe. They refused to do it. And when I asked them, I said, okay, I have a video of the condition of the shoes. Let me send you the video. I never got a response. After that, they ignored every single email I sent out. And I told them, I said, okay, well, just send me my fucking shoes back. They refused to send me my shoes back. They've ignored every single email since that point. And so I said, fuck StockX, fuck GOAT. I will never sell anything through them. I don't think I will ever buy anything through them. And I haven't bought anything since. Which leads to the idea that you're buying the name. I got Travis Scott's. So what if they're fake? My guy got screwed. Somebody gonna have to do better than that, or I'm crashing out. Facts. This is the oldest story ever created. You want jank? People rate Pokemon cards pristine condition. Let me repeat that: pristine. They come back graded with a bit corner, scratches, etc. It all sucks as a consumer. It does, man, because you're at the mercy of these people. So not only am I out of the $100 and something that I spent to get the shoe, I'm out of the shoe as well because I'm at the mercy of GOAT. I reported them to the Better Business Bureau, but nothing has come of that as of late. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I can do. I mean, I could take him to small claims court. I could file a lawsuit and take him to small claims court because it's over $100, and anything over $100 is considered an arrestable offense. But the cost that I'm gonna spend in small claims court won't even come close to the cost or the actual value of the shoe. It will surpass the cost or the value of the shoe. So I don't know, man. I mean, you know, I'll just, I'm at the point where I'm just like, okay, I'll let God handle them. You know what I'm saying? I will let God handle GOAT and all of their bullshit. So it is what it is. Now, the next thing that I wanted you all to see. So, how many of you all went out and got them G Unit sneakers, man? G Unit sneakers just recently dropped. That G Unit, and in accordance to, let me see. I wonder if can y'all see that, or did I take that off this? Take it off the screen too quick? Yeah, I did take it off the screen too quick. So the G Unit sneakers by Reeboks just re-released. And in accordance to 50 Cent, they sold out. And I'm like, okay, cool. And look how little the original 2003, that's crazy. Somebody still has a 2003 pair of G Unit sneakers. But look how little the box is compared to the Reebok box now, the 2026 box. That's crazy. Now they retooled the little sleeve right here, and that's weird. I mean, I guess that's kind of cool, whatever. But they redesigned the sleeve that goes on the box or whatever. Now, one or two things could have happened. Damn, that box is way too big for that shoe. Okay. But one or two things could have happened. They could have did a limited run, a limited release, where it made like the shoe look like it did numbers and sold out in a matter of seconds. Like people really wanted G Unit sneakers because 50 Cent on his Instagram profile. And I forgot to say that. Links to all of my social medias down in the description below. If you want a dope ass water bottle, my Amazon link is in the description as well. That one keeps your drinks cold up to 30 hours and your tea and your soups and things like that warm for 12 plus hours. And then if you don't want to sip out of the convenient straw, you can use the gulp sipping function. It comes with a really nice handle that you can clip onto your belt loop or onto your bag. And they are sold in 24 and 32 ounces, and it will fit in a shoulder bag if you have one. Really, really nice, high quality water thermos or water bottle, water jug, whatever you want to call it. So check that out if you want to. I get a little bit on the back end, but you all save a lot by typing in JMogul25 at checkout, and you save 25% off, I believe. 25% off. And they're really reasonably priced, like really good. But yeah, either Reebok released a small amount or a lot of people actually wanted it and these sold out crazy. I mean, like, how many people actually went and grabbed the G Unit sneakers? And it's, you know, what's so crazy about this is Reebok was able to reproduce a 23-year-old shoe and have it look exactly like it did the first time they did it. Now, I do notice on the lace Dubray right here that the blue, white, and red is backwards. It's supposed to be blue here, white here, and red here instead of the reverse. So they made a little boo-boo there. But my thing is how is it that Reebok can reproduce exactly the same shoe that they made 23 years ago, but Nike can't even reproduce the exact same shoe they did 10 years ago? Now, granted, Nike has a larger variety of sneakers and silhouettes, but I mean, come on, man. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. But yeah, I mean, cool nonetheless. Oh shit, the insole. Woo! That 2003 insole was thick than a mug and probably a lot more comfortable and cushioning than this new insole. See, ain't nothing like the good old days, man. Ain't nothing like the good old days. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You absolutely know that this old insole is 1,000 times more comfortable than this insole, than the new insole. So yeah, thumbs down for the comfort quality. This lining is 1,000 times better, more breathable, more absorbent than this right here. So, you know, thumbs down for that. But yeah, other than that, man, other than the Dubray, the insole, and the liner, like, everything looks exactly the same. Now, let me see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Because I saw it earlier. Unit. Okay. Now, while 50 Cent was celebrating, he said, hell nah. Didn't get them now. Didn't get them then, didn't get them now. I don't blame you. I didn't get any G Unit sneakers either. I haven't heard about G Unit sneakers in ages. I used to have a red and white colorway. They even had the pump thing on the tongue. These things are old as hell. Yeah, 23 years ago. What was everybody doing? What were y'all doing 23 years ago? 23 years ago, geez, I was a baby 23 years ago. Damn sure wasn't worried about no G Unit sneakers. But yeah, man, y'all let me know in the building what y'all were doing 23 years ago. It's crazy to think that we are 23 years further in our lives, and it just means that we are that much closer to doing great things. I'll say that. Simple ass shoe, bro. Yeah, it definitely is simple, but you know, sometimes people love simplicity. 2003 version looked way better, and they both ugly. I was in Dallas, Texas, rapping. What was I doing? Yeah, I was. Yeah, in 23 years ago, I was somewhere rapping too. Just having fun, man. Just having fun. Hooping and smoking. Damn. Now I wasn't smoking it 23 years ago, but yeah, I was definitely having fun. Who picked up the air up tempos? Now I know a lot of people were, upset about the air up tempos because it had like this big white part at the bottom. And I mean, it's not as thick as I thought they were gonna be, but this is supposed to be more true to the originals. And then you got some people saying that these ain't close to the originals at all. Maybe shape, but this whole little air shit right here with this white spacing is definitely not original. 2003, bro, I was watching Digimon skateboarding and busting my ass. Nope. Ain't nobody fucking with the up tempos. Hey, I feel you. Now, while 50 Cent was celebrating the supposed sellout of his shoes and the comeback of the G Unit sneakers, we had somebody on the sidelines throwing a whole lot of shade.
I'm finna enjoy a rap soda. Stop capping to the people. Ain't nobody buying them ugly ass shoes. Y'all know damn well ain't nobody buying them ugly ass shoes. We know it. You know it. Rap soda. And one time for the publishing.
So yeah, this is what 50 Cent did, and Rick Ross had something to say.
Sold out, fat boy.
Top line. You filed $100 million bankruptcy when you sold them last time. You got an endorsement deal. Same way you don't discuss your publishing because you don't own no publishing.
Damn.
Toast to all the real hustlers. Talking about they sold out so quick. Ain't no reseller selling them. Ain't no niggas buying them shoes, y'all. Don't go for that. Nigga filed $100 million bankruptcy when them shits was going on. Hey, Curtis Jackson, I saw that outfit you had on that Versus when you came out. Damn, you need a stylist. I'm finna enjoy a rap soda. Stop capping to the people. Ain't nobody buying them ugly ass shoes. Y'all know damn well ain't nobody buying them ugly ass shoes. We know it. You know it. Rap soda. Hey man, this shit real out here, my nigga. This shit real. Don't let these niggas trick you, man. Don't let these niggas trick you. I just had a question. Say, Rose, you watch. They agreed with me that the shoes was ugly, and they don't know nobody that bought them. But they said, Rose, you was watching Versus when 50 came on, and I thought about it. I said, wow, they may not know I own equity in Versus.
Damn.
Yeah, guys, I own equity in Versus. So Curtis.
Okay. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired of hearing Rick Ross talk. So, I mean, yeah, the shoes are ugly. Rose, they ugly. They just as ugly as them fake ass teeth in your mouth. Yeah, I said it. I'm sorry. Ugly as them fake ass teeth in your mouth. I had to say it. Somebody had to say it. And here's the thing. I mean, as much as I hate listening to Rick Ross, and as much as like you have to take the things that Rick Ross say with a grain of salt, because like Rick Ross is one of the most annoying liars I have ever met, and how he continues to stay relevant is beyond me. There is some truth to some of the things that he says, man. Like it's weird. Now, I do agree with Rick Ross. I don't think them shit sold out. Because like apparently they had another restock, and we know how restocks really are. Like there's no such thing as a restock. Usually a lot of these sneaker brands and sneaker stores and stuff like that, if the shoes don't sell how they want them to sell immediately, they will take them offline and make them look like they sold out. Like Nike does that shit all the time. Reebok used to do it when they were selling Adidas like Yeezys. if it didn't sell the way they wanted to, if it didn't sell as fast as they wanted it to, they would take it offline and then they would shift stock into other locations and then call it a restock. But yeah, man, I don't think them G Unit sneakers sold out like that, man. Or they had like a limited number that they put on online just to make it look like they was gonna sell quick. But yeah, y'all let me know, man. Y'all think the G Unit sneakers actually sold out real quick? Y'all think that like a lot more people love them than I think do? Because I mean, it is over 1 billion people on the planet, and if you drop like a couple thousand pairs of G Unit sneakers, yeah, they're gonna sell out, man. You're gonna find somebody that wants them. I know I didn't want them, no. I know I didn't want them, but I mean, you know, that's no slight to anybody else who wanted them, man. How many of y'all out there wanted them? And please be honest. Otherwise, you're gonna get hit with one of these.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I'm gonna question what you got going on. But yeah, that's that between, and I don't know, man. Like, how long has Rick? I didn't even know Rick Ross was beefing with 50 Cent. That's news to me. Playing NBA Live 23 years ago. I've never seen so many childish. That's a good point. That is a good point right there. And if you think that there are a bunch of childish men, man, just check out some of the people in the sneaker community and in the content creation space. It's a bunch of fucking childish men running around here. And you know, I don't understand it myself, but bro, 50 Cent made a whole cartoon clowning on Rick Ross. I'm not kidding about that. This man clown. Okay, so that might be what his whole deal is. Them whack ass cars. Look, let me tell you, man, don't even get me started on them car shows. So Rick Ross lived down here where I'm at. I'm in the A. And I literally live right down the street from Rick Ross. Now, I'm not rich, but I just live down the street from Rick Ross. The car shows are fucking whack. They are insanely, ridiculously expensive. And like the car competitions are rigged. So basically, there's no point in doing a Rick Ross car show. You're better off, like if you're here in Atlanta, you're better off going, like Rick Ross's car shows are for people from out of state who don't know any better, who are okay with getting finessed and jugged. And that seems like what my city does, finesse and jug a lot of out of state people, because a lot of people that come from New York, a lot of people that come from California, a lot of people that come from other different states across the United States to Atlanta, they are absolutely getting jugged. Like they're paying the high dollar price for bullshit apartments just so they can live in the city of Atlanta, because Atlanta has built a party culture or a nightlife culture. But let me tell y'all, we fools. Stay your ass out. I'm actually trying to help y'all out. Don't come to Atlanta if you don't want to get finessed. A lot of people up north be saying the people from the South are stupid. People from the South ain't stupid. They just got a different way of finessing people that people up north ain't caught on to. So you keep getting finessed if you want to, thinking we dumb. We're going to keep taking your money and putting it into the city and paying off other kind of scammers. It is what it is. But don't say your boy HG didn't warn you. But yeah, man, like the Rick Ross car show is trash. You better off going to the AJC car show or the V103 car and bike show or some other car show that we have going on all the time in the city of Atlanta. You better off doing that than doing the Rick Ross joint. I think they did. I seen a nigga buying 3 pair. Ooh, wee. Not 3 pairs.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
This shit is crazy as fuck, nigga.
That's wild, man. Buying 3 pairs of G-Unit sneakers, that's crazy work. And I guarantee you, they won't even wear the first pair enough to even justify buying those other 2 pairs. And the G-Unit, like sneaker resale ain't it no more, man. The G-Unit, especially not for like Nike and stuff like that. Them G-Unit sneakers ain't reselling for nothing. So you either gotta like be a super 50 Cent fan or super stupid. I don't know. Either way, I mean, they both kind of go hand in hand at this point. I had G units as a kid. I'm not gonna lie, they were red and white. Y'all rich but worried about another man's business. Facts. Oh man, that is facts. Oh, 50 Cent put a sex tape out of Rick Ross' baby mama like in the early 2000s. That's what started it all. Huh?
What happened? Oh no! My God! Please! No!
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. These cars are compensating for something. Brains. Get your brains out the gutter. I don't want that smoke, Ella. It was niggas who had them back then. Yeah, yeah. They've been at each other for years. Like, at some point, man, let that shit go. Let that shit go. It's not even worth it. Like they both millionaires or whatever, 1,000aires and stuff like that. Yeah. When you that rich, I don't see the point of beefing. It don't make sense to me. It really doesn't make sense to me. And I mean, to each their own, and it is what it is, but it just seemed goofy. It seemed like goofy activities. Let me see. Let me look on here on Reddit to see if it was something else I wanted to tell you, because I think it was something else. I think it was something else that I wanted to show y'all fellas and ladies before I actually move forward. What was it? What was it? I got it in my screenshots here, I think. Yeah. Let me go to my homepage, man. Shout out to everybody. And oh my gosh. This store again. Here's this store, District 1. And you can't make this shit up, folks. You can't make this shit up, folks.
Oh, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What this in, like, District 1, this store is known for doing photos like this and like spreading them out. Like they've done this with like some Travis Scotts, and then they did them with like the Virgil Abloh archive Jordan 1s. And this shit is not cool anymore. Like nobody gives a fuck about resale shops like this anymore. Like this is just some
bullshit. 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 Bullshit.
Like no, this is not a flex anymore. This is actually sad. But they showing off how many pairs that they got that they backdoored of the Awake Air Jordan 6s. Now, I talked about this shoe a bunch of times, man. Like I talked about them when we first saw the blue colorway. I said they were ugly. I talked about the pink colorway. I said they were ugly. And then I kind of like, backed off of my statement a little bit, just a little bit. And I was like, all right, they better than what I thought they were. But still, these is not it, man. They not like this doing all of this worthy. I wouldn't pay resale for these. I wouldn't pay resale for these. Like, I didn't even know these had dropped. I'm seeing all over social media people posting that they cop their pairs and stuff like that. For me personally, I'm not that pressed for these. I don't know if I'm ever going to, like, let me not say that. But as far as right now, I feel as if there is no Jordan that I'm pressed to have or would say I absolutely have to have, because like even my favorite Jordan dropped again this year, the Flint 13s, and I didn't even bat an eye, man. I didn't even break a sweat. Like, it's cool. If I want another pair, I'll double back if I want to, but like I'm not in any kind of rush. I'm not in any kind of rush to grab any sneaker for that point or like pay ridiculous resale for any sneaker. I'm not doing it. Like, I got the Powerpuff Girl dunks, and I'm only using this as an example because like a lot of people would, want to do like what I'm about to express. I got the Powerpuff Girl dunks. I got the Blossom and the Buttercup pair. I don't have the Bubbles pair. A lot of people will be like, man, I got to complete the whole set. I got to do what it takes. And yeah, I want to complete the set, but man, I'm not paying like no crazy price for the Bubbles. I'm not doing it. Like, I think the Bubbles right now are going for somewhere like $400, maybe $500, something like that. I'm not paying nowhere near that. $300, I'm not paying $300 either. I'm not paying it. Fake ass shoes. The 5s are better. The Awake 5s, I think, yeah, they might be better. You might be right. I like the blue though. Yeah. I mean, they were better than like the press photos, because we talked about that like a while ago. They're definitely better than the press photos. But as far, I don't know, man. Online raffles and in-store raffles was Sunday. Yeah, oh, okay. Bro, this is not a joke. My eyes are legitimately hurting from the amount of pink. Hell nah. All right, well, let's get this up off of the screen. Let's stop the pain. Real 2020 bread. Look up, are they legit? I don't know. But yeah, Jay. Let me see. The Joe Button Network. This is one I wanted to show y'all. Nah, Chris. You can't have that rubber tussing.
It's about 5.
Oh, R.I.P. to Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton passed away at the age of 80. A lot of new people, young kids might not be familiar with Dolly Parton, but Dolly Parton is one of the best country singers, and just like people of the culture, like the black culture, love Dolly Parton. Oh yeah, no, we can't do that. What is this? Jay-Z's legs look like the pastor threw some holy oil on him and said, "Get up and walk. You're healed." Oh damn! Not Jay-Z. Like, he got the paralyzed legs. Oh geez. Oh geez. This was another crazy one. This is one reason why I don't like Rick Ross right here. Y'all check this out and tell me what y'all think.
Masterful at. Is there one that you're unbeatable at?
Of course.
Which one?
Madden.
Oh, okay.
I haven't lost on Madden in,
Really?
man, maybe 8-9 years.
Really?
Pause. Rick Ross claims he hasn't lost in a game of Madden in 9 years.
Bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Now, I believe Rick Ross may not have lost in Madden in 9 years if he's playing the computer. Like if he been playing up against the computer, yeah, Rick Ross ain't lost to nobody in 9 years. But do you all think Rick Ross has actually do you think Rick Ross has actually gone on a 9-year win streak in Madden? Well, like maybe he playing like somebody like his grandma once a year, and he hadn't lost in Madden in 9 years. But man, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way Rick Ross ain't never lost in Madden in 9 years. Hey, y'all check this out. Before I get to where I really wanted to talk about, y'all check this out. So it says Texas Roadhouse responded after employees accused of racist conduct toward black customers. So if a lot of y'all are familiar with what's going on with Texas Roadhouse and why Texas Roadhouse is under fire, is because a lady took to the internet and said that there are Facebook groups out here with over 400,000 people in the group that work in different food establishments that said, on record, said that whenever they see a person of color come into their restaurant, they do something strange to their food. Whether it's spit in their food or something else crazy, they spit in their food. And this lady pulled up an instance of Texas Roadhouse. And when they did all you got to do is go to Google and type it in. Woman says Texas Roadhouse employees spit in colored person's food or people of color's food. Now, the news reporter, the news source said themselves that the post is legitimate and that the image of somebody spitting in somebody's food at Texas Roadhouse is legitimate, but they can't find any victims of this spitting in customers' food. Of course, you're not going to find any victims because the victims don't know that somebody spit in their food. And on top of that, because of this post that the lady made about people spitting in people of color's food, Texas Roadhouse lost their verified check on whatever social media platform they're on. Usually you get a verified check with Instagram and X, formerly known as Twitter. So I guess they lost their check, but it said Texas Roadhouse responded to these allegations of employees spitting in people of color's food. It said, due to losing our verification, our comments are not being seen. At Texas Roadhouse, we are committed to creating an environment where every guest is treated with respect and unreasonable hospitality. We do not tolerate discrimination, harassment, or mistreatment of any kind, and we expect our roadies to treat every guest with dignity and care. Our commitment to the communities in which we serve remains unchanged. Provide legendary food, legendary service to every guest who walks through our doors. Now, I've never been to Texas Roadhouse, but after hearing this, I'm not ever going to Texas Roadhouse. And I don't think I'll ever go out to eat in general. I already spend most of my time making food at home. But if I go out and I can't see the food being cooked with my eyes while it's being made, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because, like, you can see your food being made at a Chipotle. You can see your food being made at like a Chick-fil-A because it's got it wide open where you can see. If I can't go to any place where I can't see my food being made, I'm not eating there. I'm not eating there because of the risks that could be run where somebody might spit in my food just because of the way I look. And you know, a lot of people are coming out being racist and saying, you know, good black people don't tip and yada yada yada. With all of these crazy stupid ass stereotypes, I tip good. Even if I don't have the money to tip, I tip well. I make money to tip. And if I know I'm going out to eat and I don't have enough money to provide a good tip, I don't go out to eat. I take that money and I buy groceries and I cook my own food. Because I know that like servers don't make a lot of money because these restaurants have bullshit bosses and bullshit owners. But like this is the post that the lady made. It says White and proud. The poster's name was Nancy Smith. It said, to all you blacks in here, keep this in mind. Hope you enjoy your meal next time you eat out. There's a Facebook group that I am part of, and it is for white servers. We have come up with a plan. When a table of black diners comes in and places their order, we walk back to the kitchen to get your food when ready. There's always a blind spot in the kitchen, and we are licking our fingers and touching your food. If it happens to be a Texas Roadhouse or Logan's, those rolls are full of our white saliva. Some of the cooks are in on this too. Think they are playing. They aren't. Believe me, this has been going on since y'all started this nonsense with Carmelo. The candy bar Anthony crap. By the way, the group has over 400,000 members. Enjoy y'all's food. Fuck no. Fuck no. Absolutely not. And I don't shit. And I don't talk about the Carmelo Anthony trial or any of that other kind of stuff. I just stay to myself. I mind my business. But and y'all just gonna like hop tour in my shit.
You think them niggas showers with their drawers on?
Ooh, no.
Oh,
Someone would
pause, big pause. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mute this crazy stuff that's coming up. But yeah, man. And in other crazy news, man, Target had to post an apology because they had like some crazy Halloween costume on their website. This was the costume they had on their website. They had blackface on their website, and Target had to apologize for putting like a blackface on their website. Like with the black community, Target just can't get right, man. They cannot get right with the black community. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't care. I haven't shopped in Target in a long time, so man, you know, it is what it is. Where is the joint that I'm trying to find for y'all? Let me see. It's Kanye. Who is that? Nikki. Oh man, council, pack that bit up, man. Pack her ass up. I used to be a huge Nicki Minaj fan, but hell, ever since she tried to Siegel Donald Trump and his nuggets, his old nuggets, I absolutely not. Take your ass back to Trini. Where is it with Kanye? And the only reason I wanted to show y'all this with Kanye is because it's crazy. That's Lil Durk. Man, he looked crazy without his hair. Where's this Kanye joint? I'm trying to find it, y'all. Give me just a second. Okay, so I wasn't tripping. Let me see. Come on. Something told me to. Maybe if I do it like this. Oh. Oh, come on, dog. What's the title? Is this it? Yeah, here you go. Right here. So in this video right here, Kanye West was trying to go into a what is this? A doggone cheesecake factory. They tried going into a cheesecake factory and the Cheesecake Factory dress coded them. And because they dress coded them, they couldn't go into the Cheesecake Factory. And they ended up just going into a coffee shop, which is crazy because she didn't look like she was oh yeah, you can see her nipples. Oh wait, hold on. Let me see. Oh wait. Not like that. Y'all chill. Okay, yeah. You can you can clearly see through that top, man. You can see her goodies. I hit on the pink fives. The leather is man, you gotta Larry G, like either send that image to me on Instagram, or if you got Reddit, go over to r/sneakerhead and post it in the group, man. I wanna see the leather, or do like a video of it. I want to see the leather on those awake Jordan 6s. I'm interested in seeing them now that you say that. She looked good for a long time. Yeah, Dolly Parton. Yeah, facts. Ooh, oh damn, that's cold. Biggest light. Yeah, Rick Ross is man, boy. If somebody told Rick Ross to tell the truth or go to hell, Rick Ross will be in hell quick as ever. R.I.P. Aaliyah. Facts. Bro, I don't even like fast food. They opened a Chipotle near me. I don't eat Chipotle either. I like Chipotle, but hell no on that. Why does Kanye look like the Game with that massive beard? I don't think he look like the Game because the Game is like the Game look. I don't know. He got a different look now. The 5s, not the 6s. Hey, yeah, still drop it in the group. Still drop it in the group, man. I want to see, because I wasn't a big fan of the 5s. Like the 5s didn't speak to me. Like to me, the 5s looked like they was a waste of the hype. Not necessarily. I'll say this: the 5s didn't look like a bad shoe, but like they didn't look like they were worth the hype. They definitely didn't look like they were worth the hype. But yeah, they tried to go into the Cheesecake Factory just like this. And I'm guessing it's her that got dress coded, because you can see all of her nipple lights. You can see them all in there, and that shirt ain't holding them. And like Cheesecake Factory said, nah, y'all ain't finna bring that foolishness in here. You got to get no. And they kicked them out, and they ended up going to a little coffee spot. So they did that. I just thought that was, and she always looks mad uncomfortable around Kanye and nervous and scared. Like she ain't, I don't know what to say about this woman. Like this woman is in like the black version. Like she looks like she's in Get Out for white people. She look like she in Get Out for white people. She look like Kanye holding her hostage. And like I don't know, man. Like maybe I could be completely off basis or whatever, but man, dude, y'all let me know. Like, does she hold on. Look at this. Let me pause. She be looking clueless. Hold on. She got like this help me look on her face. Like clueless, or like the R word, like we used to say back in the day, to read, I can't say it because people online get sensitive, but like she like the wires ain't connecting all the way. I don't know, man. Maybe maybe it's me, maybe I'm tripping. But I'm stupid. But yeah, that's what I wanted to show y'all with that one. Now, let's get into the thumbnail. Let's get into the title of the video, man. Taken advantage of by sneaker celebrities. And a lot of y'all might, I know y'all, a lot of y'all might be like, man, a sneaker celebrity, man? What is a sneaker celebrity? There is no such thing. Believe it or not, man, a lot of people look at content creators as celebrities. I've never viewed myself as a celebrity. No matter how big I get in the content creating space, I will never view myself as a celebrity. Now, I'd be lying if I said that once I get to a certain point, it wouldn't make me feel a certain type of way. I would be lying. But even if I got to a status of some of these big time content creators, I would still carry, in my opinion, now, like, it could be different later on down the line, but I would still carry the same thought process and the same morals as I've always carried. But a lot of people are getting finessed by sneaker content creators. And I know a lot of y'all don't like to believe me, but and if y'all don't believe me, man, y'all need to believe this. Hold on, let me see it. Where did I see it? Let me go here. This might be the quickest way to find it. The 12 Hub. Where they at? Where they at? Right here. Right here. Let me pull this up on screen. And I know for a fact this is gonna be a little or a lot controversial, depending on who sees this and when y'all see this. I know a lot of people gonna have a lot of feelings about this video in particular, and as well as things that I like that I will say in this video. I know it's a lot of snakes in the grass, a lot of people that like to, take what I say and run with it and misconstrue it and run it back to other people like halfway of what I say, so the people will come at me and then I have to get some straightening going on around this motherfucker and explain to people like what you think I said ain't what I said, and you not finna, like, and I'm not a tough dude, but I'm not finna let nobody talk to me crazy. But this clip comes from the 12 Hub podcast. And I don't know how many of you all watch them, because they have a 12 Hub sneaker podcast and then they have a 12 Hub podcast. One of my good friends, shout out to him, is a part of this crew and whatnot. And the link down to their social media is in the description as well, right underneath the Help Fight Cancer link, Help Fight Stage 4 Cancer link. But go ahead and check that out in the description below if you want to check out their content. They do some really good controversial content. They move the content space forward, and they talk about a lot of different subjects, man, because they talked about an interesting subject involving the sneaker community as well. But this one in particular really stuck out to me because this content creator is like in my city. So let's go ahead and watch and see what they got to say real quick.
At the YouTube channels doing the pickups and shit. So like I've been watching Mike Rich's journey into selling his collection. And I'm like, this nigga full of shit. Like, how are you sitting here telling everybody, oh, I'm selling all these shoes? Half of them are worn already. He's talking about, oh, like they're brand new, and he's charging way over like used price or way over like resale prices. He's trying to sell some Ama Manier ones, right? That he wore for $215.
He stretched them shits out.
He did.
Yeah, that's in there. And he's like, yeah, take it or leave it, whatever. I'm like, you just take advantage of your fan base now. And I know
doing that.
Well, I don't know. I don't watch his channel that much. This just started popping up.
I'm about to say, I'm not saying him personally. They just all do that.
Well, I don't like. What's his name? The one from Great Britain with the mullet and the mustache.
Sneakernomics.
No, not him. The other guy, the little guy, Page.
Oh, Elliot Page.
Elliot. Yeah, he's selling his shit dirt cheap. And so is Sneakernomics. Sneakernomics got decent prices.
The difference with them with Sneakernomics isn't quitting. He's shifting his focus. He already said, if you watch the video,
he's
still making.
I watched it.
He's at the point where like, what's the point of keep collecting at this degree? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as far as Elliot Page, I don't know the dude personally, but he's a good content creator in general.
Yes, he is.
You know what I'm saying?
Him
Like,
and
he
his
can talk
brother
about
make great
anything, and I'll be like, shit, I'm gonna watch it. So I just think with him too, he's also switching focus. That's why it doesn't come off as like goofy. And I'm like Tony D2 Wild, been a creator, been passionate about the stuff that he does. So the stuff that happened with him and Sample or him lessening his collection, it didn't come
Yeah.
off as performative to me. Like Tony just like, hey man, time's changing and so do I. So certain people, I feel it. And a lot of people use the whole I'm selling my collection because it's attractive. It's a clickbaity type.
Mm.
Well, I'm talking about the collectors, the guy who have the YouTube channels doing the pickups and shit. So like,
oh wait, I'll just go ahead and pause that instead of muting it. So, Hugh of the 12 Sneaker Hub podcast, they were talking about sneaker collection selling a video, and he said that one of the biggest sneaker content creators in Atlanta that decided to sell his sneaker collection was full of bullshit. Now, when I heard this, because I don't know, I'm just that type of person. I don't know, it might be my ADD, my ADHD, it might just be the way my brain is wired. It automatically sparks some interest within my personality. And I was like, okay, he's saying a content creator in my city is full of shit. I've got to see this video. And then I've got to talk about this because I wonder if he has a point. Now, in this entire situation, I can't play favorites. I can't say that, because he's in my city, that I'm just going to automatically take up for him. I do believe that content creators with a huge following take advantage of the subscriber base based upon who they are. Now, when they do stuff like this, that doesn't mean people have to buy them, but it does, like having a large subscriber base does come with a certain level of a high level of misplaced trust. And I man, when I'm telling y'all, I deep dove into this topic and this conversation. I went to Mike Rich video. I looked at all of I went through his sneaker sales because I had a conversation with a guy in the video, in the comment section of the video. Shout out to kicks.fc_. Very polite, well-spoken individual, never got disrespectful. We had a really good conversation back and forth, and he challenged me because what did I say? I said to use some of your points, they're all just regular people. Because when he was talking to me, he was like, when he was, having a conversation, he was like, Mike Rich is just a regular person. As if these other content creators that Hugh mentioned weren't regular people. And I had to tell him, like, dude, Elliot Page, Sneakernomics, Tony D2 Wild, they're all regular person. Even myself, I'm a regular person. So, you don't have to emphasize that Mike Rich is a regular person as if people didn't know it, or, you yourself view other people more than being regular people, if that makes sense. But I said they're all just regular people, and I said Mike uses clickbait because he mentioned that all the other content creators use clickbait, and I was like, Mike Rich uses clickbait as well. I've watched Mike Rich for a decade, and Mike Rich has admitted to using clickbait so that people will come watch his videos. And he's even admitted to rambling in his videos for ad revenue just to hit that 10-minute mark. He's admitted these things. So I can't fault him for that because people still choose to watch it, whether it's good content or not. you know, sometimes when you find somebody you like or resonate with, you're willing to deal with even the rambling and the clickbait and all the other kind of bullshit. So it said just because he negotiates his prices, because the dude was like, well, yeah, he's not really cheating anybody, because he negotiates his prices. But I had to rebuttal to that, and I'm like, well, just because he negotiates his prices doesn't mean necessarily that he's not being fair, well, unreasonable with his prices. Because what if there was nobody to haggle with him or try to bargain with him? What if everybody just was willing to pay the price that he set? He very well could be ripping people off. But yeah, that was some of the points I made. And again, like I said, he challenged me. He challenged me personally to go through Mike Rich's video, his sneaker sales video, and compare and contrast all of the overpriced items with the number of reasonably priced items. And guess what, y'all? That's exactly what I did. That is exactly what I did. He said, again, you don't have to buy them. And that's facts. That is facts. You don't have to buy anything. But a nigga there shit for what they want. Nobody has to sell their shit for the price you think I should. Hell, we don't want to pay the high ass gas prices, but we do. And that's facts. That is facts for sure. Content creators live and die by their followers. If you trust your audience, then there's trust, and you're treated with respect. Once you start duping and lying to people to an extent, you're whack. And see, that's what I think. That's what Hugh was alluding to, like, because the guy was like, he's a family man and stuff like that. And I was like, well, wait a minute, let's back up. Let's take a step back. Hugh is not attacking his character. He's attacking the fact that he knows he has a following that will kind of, you know, blindly follow him and kind of do things that don't make sense. And he's taking advantage of that. Now, whether you view that as right or wrong, it's up to you. But I did take that challenge. I accepted that challenge. And instead of doing like a really long video, I figured I would do that here on a live. And I made notes and everything like that. I think Mike Rich put a sale for like 40 something pairs of shoes, which totaled somewhere around $5,000 if he sold all the shoes at the price he wanted. Now, hey, let's get one thing straight. One thing straight, one thing certain, one thing, two things for sure. I'm not pocket watching this man. Cause you know, again, like Larry said, you don't have to buy the shit. I'm not pocket watching him because what he do and what he don't do don't make me. None of that. I'm not hating on this man. I'm just covering this topic of conversation because this could apply to Elliot Page and things like that. It could apply to Sneakernomics. It could apply to Tony D2Y. It could even apply to me at some point in time. But I'll elaborate more on that after, you know, we get into this. But because I was challenged, you know, I'm like what you call it in Back to the Future, man. When they call him a chicken, you know, he step up, he rises to the occasion. So let me go here and screen share. Which one is it? Yeah, it's this one right here. Let me make sure. And I'm not gonna have y'all watching this like, oh, it's 26 minutes. To be honest, I'm not gonna have y'all watching this whole 26-minute video, but there was a point in this video that really surprised me and really made me raise an eyebrow. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I walk in many circles in the sneaker content creating space. I know a lot of things behind the scenes about a lot of you all's favorite content creators within this space. And it's not my job to out them for the type of person they are, the things they do, the things they've said, and the things they've done, unless they are extremely egregious. Because on this channel, I have outed content creators of all different races, religions, backgrounds, and things like that, whether it be Roscoe and Raffy, whether it be what is that dude's name? Scammer Kicks, Sniper Kicks, whether it be whomever. I have called them out on their bullshit because just like I would expect, I would expect somebody, I'm holding them accountable. And just like I would expect somebody to hold me accountable if I'm doing wrong by all of you who watch my content and resonate with me. I expect you all to hold me accountable. I don't want y'all to let me slide on no fuck shit. I don't subscribe to the bullshit, and I don't expect people who follow me or rock with me to subscribe to bullshit. So when y'all see some bullshit coming from me, I expect you all to hold me accountable. You feel what I'm saying? That's what family does. And I look at everybody in my subscriber base as family. So let me go ahead and kind of get into some of these things. I got it in notes right here because my handwriting is super sloppy, man. It's super nasty. So I put it on a damn notepad. Where's my notepad? Excuse me. Where's my doggone notepad? So this is what I'm talking about, man. When you prepare for a live and stuff like that, it never goes the way you want it to go. Okay, so right here, and now I wasn't even the best student. I wasn't the best student and nothing like that. But right here, I took notes. 39 pairs at requested prices totaling $5,400 without the Kobe Bryants. So I did the homework. I took Mike Rich's requested prices and I compared them to like the highest resale market, which is GOAT. I compared them to GOAT's prices, and come on, let's see. We're gonna break this down a little bit, and we're gonna decide. I'm gonna also let you all be the deciding factor of, are his prices reasonable or is he tripping? So, like, with that being said, man, let's get into it, man. Shout out to Mike Rich, man. A-Town holding it down. Again, no hate, all love. If it wasn't for the 12 Hub podcast, I would have never even saw this video. And even after we watched his video, I'm going to talk about some other content creators just so y'all feel like I'm not being Uncle Tom or Coon, or I'm just looking at one person. And you know what? I hate that. I hate that we do that. I hate that, because I'm black, I can't look at another black person and hold them accountable for some shit that might be foul just because, we the same race. And people might get called an Uncle Tom. Again, I call everybody out if I see it and I think it's worthy of calling them out. But yeah, I've jibber-jabbered long enough about this.
A lot of this stuff on this side is Jordan 1s too, but I got some.
Yeah, let's move this forward.
Some on the fence stuff right here. I'm very on the fence. These shoes going for like $1,200, $1,300 right now, man. And I'm on the fence. I wore them one time. I wore them on Christmas. I actually wore them twice. I wore them on 2 Christmases. I think that's how long I had them. Yeah, I wore them 2 Christmases. The only days I wore them was on Christmas. And I say I'm on the fence because they just going for so much. And if somebody I don't want what they going for, but if somebody offer me anything in a neighborhood, but not even in the neighborhood, but anything above retail, I don't know how I think about it. These right here, the same thing. I wore these once, and I don't give a damn. Once I know how much they were. So both of them, I'm kind of on the fence about. I don't know, bro. I don't know because I only wear them on the holidays. Okay, and I've been able to put shoes in from the last shoe sale that I did. I've been able to get my black cement 3s.
So let's jump forward.
Toe 2015s. I will let them go.
All right, so y'all check out the condition of these black toe 2015s.
I can't say worn once. I probably wore them twice, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But I let those go for like I want to say retail, but they black toes, they OG. I say 180.
Okay, now I need y'all to keep in mind that a lot of these prices are without shipping. So these prices you have to factor in shipping. He asked 180 for used black toe Jordan 1 lows. For me in particular, when it comes to stuff like this, if it's worn, I believe that you need to start at retail with a little bit of a caveat. Depending on the sneaker resale, you can kind of play with the pricing a little bit. But for the most part, I believe you need to start at retail and work your way back from there. Because like the days are over with where you can get like crazy prices for shoes, whether they worn or not. Those days are over with. They might not be back for those kind of times, may not be back for 5 years to a decade from now. They may not ever come back because the thing is Jordans are not even a thought about thing anymore right now, especially by like the young crowd. And the young crowd is what you want to pull in order to like keep the enthusiasm going. And the young crowd ain't studying Jordans no more. They in like into ASICs and designer shoes, and like Jordans is basically like some old nigga shit. It's basically old shit to them, old dude shit to them. Now with the bread toes, 180, you can get, let me see, you can go on StockX right now. I mean, GOAT right now and get a brand new pair because his is used for $294. So I mean, you know, 180, I guess that's a fair price. But I mean, you know, y'all tell me, is 180 for a used pair of black toe Jordan 1s when brand new they 294? Is that a good deal?
Plus shipping. Chicago OGs 2015s are not for sale. They ain't for sale. Still certain stuff I keep. These bread toes, I done kind of wore the hell out of.
Like them shits is beat, boy. Them bread toes is beat.
So I let these go for like 120, man. I don't know, bro.
You want 120 for those? 120 plus the cost of shipping. Brand new, you can get the bread toes for $295. $295. I would say that's a fair price too.
So much, you know what I'm saying? They creased up and stuff. Atlanta Hawks guys, same thing. 120. Bread, my boy, supposed to be copying these from me for 300. They DS.
Yeah.
Shadows. I let Shadows go. I don't know. I got Shadow lows too, so maybe 120. Maybe 120. Royals, they coming out.
He want 120 for the Shadows, brand new. You can get them for 320. The Shadows he had looked in pretty good condition, so 120. Okay, that's fair. That's fair to me. That's a fair price. The Royals. Here's where it starts to get a little rocky.
This year, if y'all want them, y'all want the 2017 pair. Like I said, a couple of wears. I didn't wipe none of this stuff down because I didn't even think I was gonna go into the Jordan 1s on the sale. Still got the blue laces, never been touched. 150, maybe something like that. 120.
150 plus shipping. So shipping goes from between like $14 to $22. So 150 turns into 164 or 170. Now the upside, depending on how you pay for the shoes that you buy from any sneaker collector, you don't have to worry about like extra fees that you would find on GOAT and StockX and things like that. But the downside is you are trusting these content creators to send you real pairs of shoes. And we know that the world is full of scammers. So you're putting a lot of trust in these content creators. And we know for a fact that a lot of content creators have sent fake shoes over time. Have sent people fake shoes. A lot of these like sneaker reselling content creators, but he wants 150 for the Royals. Here's the downside to that. Okay, for a brand new pair of Air Jordan 1 Royals, you can get a brand new pair for $245, but they are re-releasing in October of this year. So 150, I'm gonna have to give him the thumbs down. I'm gonna have to give him the boo. You know what I'm saying? You know, he for 150 for a pair of Royals, man, he gonna have to get little Timmy on.
Bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Yeah, fam. That'd be no good. 150 for a pair of Royals, and they're dropping again this year in 2026. That's a bit steep. What's the next one?
20. OG Shatterback boards. I'm not selling because I think I'm gonna sell my reverse. I think I'm gonna sell, not reverse, but I think I'm gonna sell the most recent pair. I'm gonna keep the OGs because these kind of got a little sentimental value to me. But I think I'm gonna sell the other ones, the ones that came out like last year. I think I'm gonna sell those probably for retail. Shatterback board 3.0. A lot of people.
Now I will tell you, he said retail, and then later in the video, when he found the actual current release of the Shattered Backboards, I think he said like the same price, but there's a problem with that, and you know you'll see in a moment. And I'm gonna tell y'all, you ain't gonna like it. It only gets worse from here.
We call these trash bag guys, but I literally know I wore the shoe once because I remember why I wore the shoe too. Let's turn this light on. There we go. That's better. Like I said, I remember why I wore the shoe too, and I wore it one time. So I let these go for. I gotta let them go for. They going for a decent amount, but they are used, so I'm not gonna ask for what they going for. But I need at least $200 for them.
$200 for the Shattered Backboard 3.0s. Right now, if you go on GOAT for a brand new pair of Shattered Backboard 3.0s, they're $369. He's asking $200 for a used pair. I don't look. 200, that seemed a little steep to me. Even for a used pair, like even in that condition, that seems steep to me. I don't know. I'll let y'all decide. And again, nobody has to buy it if they don't want it. And like people say, my price is my price. But let's be honest. And let me say it when I say this. And I'm not saying this with any malice, hatred in my heart. The prices that you all will hear in this video, if I were to ask those prices or, throw those prices out because my subscriber base is not as large as his, you all would be in the comment section of my video telling me, how do we know your shoes aren't fake? Those prices are bullshit. Ain't nobody finna pay that for those shoes. Or you all would be telling me, or you all would be flat out ignoring the video and moving on about your business. So you can't help but to think that these people are taking advantage of you all, the subscribers, in order to get off shoes that they know they wouldn't be able to get for a certain price if they put them on GOAT or StockX. Let me see what y'all saying. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Just finished recording, dropping in to show support, man. Thank you. 180 is crazy. See, that's what I'm saying. Larry, you starting to see what you starting to see what Hugh is talking about. You starting to see the point. 150. And it's interesting that you starting to see the point because you said his price is his price. But like I said earlier, even though somebody's price might be somebody's price, it don't mean that they price is crazy. It don't mean that they prices is not crazy. You don't want them, I gladly take them. You know, Herb Kais is selling his shit too. And you know what? It's crazy you say that, because it's feeling like it's starting to be a trend, because they are seeing, like, a lot of these big time content creators are seeing the decline of the sneaker viewership and the sneaker community and things like that. And they're starting to bail out of the sneaker community, or as like they like to call it, evolving into other things. Now, okay, call it what you want, but I call it fear, and I call it running and not learning how to adjust and adapt. But I'm not mad, because where they dip out, it leaves space for content creators like me, whose purpose is to bring the truth back to the community and bring fairness, and to, you know, give y'all information to the best of my ability, and letting you all make your decisions based upon that, and not telling you all what you want to think. It leaves space for me, like for people like me, to grow, man. Hey, I feel you laughing. 200, yeah, no way, respect, but no. I thought Black Toes was cheaper new. Yeah, nah. For whatever reason, Black Toes are kind of sitting at like this crazy price. But even though they are at a high price, some of these shoes, I didn't look at the offer price, what was being offered for them. So like a lot of I can go back and go to GOAT and look at what people are offering, because a lot of these shoes in this video that he's presenting, people haven't made offers on these shoes in God knows how long. So there aren't any offers. A lot of these shoes that he's trying to sell, nobody wants. So of course, like, the last sold price is going to be on there, and it's going to look ridiculous. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Fear of sitting on all them shoes, right? So if you're afraid to sit on a bunch of shoes, were you in it for the shoes, or were you just in it for the revenue that you knew you could bring in? It really, like, when people start to mass dump shoes like this, it really makes you question how much into the sneaker game were they really? I call it what it is, culture vultures. Stop sugarcoating shit. Man, pricing shit like they DS and it's still 2021. Facts. That's what I'm saying. This shit is crazy. Are those the reimagined Black Toes? No, those are not the reimagined Black Toes. Those are the 2015, 2016 pair of Black Toes. But he does show a pair of reimagined Black Toes in this video, and I think you all will be surprised at the price that he's asking for those. So let's get back into it, because, you know,
At least, bro. Got these Jordan 1 color change guys. Like I said, another shoe I wore one time. I got the laces and stuff, all the laces that came, the red laces and stuff. And I let this shoe go for, I gotta have 200. I gotta have.
So he wants 200 for the LA to Chicago Jordan 1 highs. Now, this is where we start to get into some fuckery. And again, it's his prices, man. It's his prices. He want what he want for them. But this is where we get into the fuckery of the situation. So he wants 200 for the LA to Chicago's. They are used. If you go to GOAT right now for brand new pairs of LA to Chicago Jordan 1 highs in a size 12, and I did this entire video in his shoe size, the size 12. In a size 12 for the LA to Chicago Jordan 1 highs, you can get them for $216. And he wants $200 for them, and I can just pay an extra $16 and get them brand new.
Oh, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
That's crazy. That is crazy. And right. 200 for everything. 200 for everything. But yeah, you can get these LA to Chicago Jordan 1 highs for $216, and he wants 200 for a used pair. Absolutely not.
Got 200. I got it. I'm pretty sure they go for like I haven't looked at the prices on some of this stuff, but 200 for those.
And that's another point. He said he hasn't looked at the prices for these shoes. And that's fair. I understand that. Not everybody know everything about everything. But again, come to the front. Come to the front. I got to have a conversation with you. If I came to every live or every video I did, if I did them and I was ill-informed and didn't know what I was talking about, I didn't know anything about the subject matter, you all would eat me the fuck alive. You all would cut my head off without hesitation and hold me accountable. So somebody with as many subscribers as he has, you got to do your research, man. You have to do the research. You have to come prepared, and you got to be on point. You got to be on your P's and Q's. No excuses. If anything, it should be backwards. Like, you should work just as hard to keep your subscribers informed as you did to gain your subscribers. Because if you don't continue to work hard, it just feels like, to me, or it comes off to me as you stop caring about the people that support you. I will always put in max effort in order to bring you all content and do what I do. Because you all give max support. So like I just don't understand. And it's not just for Mike Rich, because a lot of other content creators just say a whole bunch of random blah, 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 blah bullshit. And like a lot of people just say, oh, that's okay. Or they never even fact check these people or question what they say because they have a large subscriber base and they are afraid of the subscribers. Like if they put something corrective in the comment section, they're afraid that the subscriber base will attack them for it. Now, me, I don't give a shit about subscribers attacking me for like the truth. The truth is the truth, man. Fuck what anybody else says. That's one thing you can't get rid of, the truth.
I forgot the colorway. What's the colorway? Turbo green. Yeah, I take like 180 for turbo greens.
He want 180 for turbo greens. You can get the turbo greens brand new for 286. Okay, maybe. You know, I mean, I don't know. Still kind of feels like too much.
I got top three Jordan 1 high. Like I said, all these shoes every shoe in these cases I pretty much worn at least once or more. I'll let these go for 120.
Now he asked 120 for those. When I went on GOAT in a size 12, the listing price for a size 12 was like $1,200, which is fucking ridiculous and unrealistic. I think I don't even think they had a offer price for the Jordan 1 top threes. So I kind of left that one in a gray area. And like I said, I'm going to be transparent and honest with you all about all of this stuff that, you know, is going on in this video. So I didn't really gauge whether it was a good price or not. I just said that like the price on GOAT that was being asked for a size 12 was unrealistic, and I left it at that. So I'll let you all be the judge of that. Is 120 for a pair of top threes in that condition a good price? Y'all let me know in the chat, because that one is solely up to
I know
you.
that's a bargain. I don't give a damn who you will, because they're going for way more than that. This is an overseas only release. This is the yellow orchid.
Okay, to help Mike Rich out, the Jordan 1 high yellow ochre, sweetest hand in the game. This is part of a pack. They had a yellow ochre, a blue pair, and a green pair. If you go on GOAT right now, you can get this for $207, brand new. He wants this for let's see what he wants these for.
Orchard, yellow orchard. I can't never say that right. I'll let these go for 150.
He wants 150 plus shipping, so 164, 170. In my opinion, if I can get it for 207 brand new, nah, Mike, we ain't doing that. I sound like a Tasmanian devil. Yeah, Mike, we ain't doing that, fam. 150. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah, nah. Let me see. Let me jump ahead. Biohacks at 10:05 in the video.
Biohacks 120. Not selling blue.
120 for biohacks. 248 on GOAT, brand new. 248. But again, that's one of those shoes where nobody's offering anything for them. Like nobody wants biohacks. So he said he's not selling the blue to greats. Let's see. The next one is the Jordan 1 High 85 Georgetown. That's at 10 minutes, 15 seconds. Let's jump forward to that.
Pounds. 200. 180.
He said he wanted 200. I was going to stick with the 200. Then he said 180. I'll go with the 180. So he wants 180 for those. They used. How many times? A couple of times, let's say. If you go on GOAT right now, they want them brand new 264. 180, absolutely not, my brother. 180, that's high. At 11 minutes into the video, this is what Hugh is talking about. So we're going to jump to 11 minutes. This is what pissed Hugh off from the 12 Hub podcast. 11 minutes, 10 seconds. Let's get it. And we almost through it. And this is what pissed off Hugh and what made Hugh speak about it on his podcast.
Cardinal 7s one time. This is a size 8. And
these like the next couple of pairs of shoes are his wife's shoes. And this one surprised me. This one right here in particular surprised me, but the next couple of pairs of shoes, I could honestly see why Hugh said what he said.
And she wants 120, same thing, 120.
So she wants 120 for the Cardinal 7s on she wears a size 8. On GOAT in a size 8 for the Cardinal 7s, 219. So that's a good price. That is a good price. That is a excellent price. So that kind of surprised me because I was shocked that a size 8 in the Cardinal 7s was going for $219. I think that's basically like retail or something like that. What was retail for the Cardinal?
This is a size 12.
Like 215. So it's going for like $4, 215, 220. So it's either going for $4 over retail or like $1 less than retail. But either way, the resale value for the Cardinal 7s really surprised me. Now, this is the one that really kind of pissed me off.
In the fire red 3s, and I want retail for this shoe. I want retail for it. I have worn it once. But this shoe is practically like, come on, man.
Hold on. So he wants retail. Retail was what, like $220 for the fire red 3s. Look at this toe bar. This thing creased like a motherfucker. And he wants retail for these. Now they're worn. They are worn. If you go on GOAT right fucking now and want a pair of fire red Jordan 3s, you can get them for $248. Why the fuck would I pay you $220 for a used pair of shoes when I can just throw $28 with it and get it brand new? This is where it started. This is where like it started to play on my nerves, and I'm just like, okay, is this where the snowball of fuckery is about to happen? Like it just that's fucking crazy. I don't care how well you took care of your shoes. I don't care none of that. Retail for a pair of shoes that's only going for $248, $28 over retail on the resale market is fucking insane. That is crazy. Let me skip ahead to these were the pairs that Hugh was talking about. Now he was a little bit off on the price, but still.
Air Jordan 1. Let's get it out that box.
This shit blew my mind, y'all. This
Air
shit
Jordan
blew
1,
my
I'm
mind.
Manir. Only difference from last time I showed the shoe was I just unlaced them and did like an OG lace on them. Wifey wore these one time, literally, because we went on a date. I remember when she wore them. And she was asking 120 for this shoe. 120. She wasn't asking. I actually asked for 120. She said she.
Okay, so Mike wants 120 plus shipping for a pair of A Ma Maniére Air Jordan 1s. Brand new. I want y'all to focus now. Brand new. You can get a pair of Air Jordan 1 A Ma Maniéres brand new for $119 on Go. Yeah, I gotta agree with Hugh, and I think little Timmy agree with Hugh when we say
bullshit, a bullshit, a bullshit.
That's crazy. 120, and yeah, like you said, everything is worn once. It's kind of funny how everything is worn once, as if it changes the fact that they are used. But whatever. But 120 for a used pair of shoes when I can get them brand new for 119, yeah. And again, he said he don't know the prices of everything, but he clearly does not care. And it is what it is. And again, I'm not beating him up for it, but I like to do my research because I know people are gonna hold me accountable. So maybe people need to start holding these content creators accountable for like actually paying attention to the shit they say and stop getting mesmerized by their subscriber account and holding their asses accountable, calling their asses out for crazy stuff. This one right here, what is this? 13 minutes and 10 seconds. He did those right there. He did some Toro 6s, but I think those were a fair price. I think he charged a fair price for the Toro 6s, which is why I kind of skipped that one, which is why they're not in my notes right here. But 13 minutes and 10 seconds. Let me see. We'll start right here at 13:06. Diamond Turf alternate ATLs. Y'all listen.
My list originally, like I said, I let these go for retail. Retail was like 150. I think retail was like 180, but I let them go for 150.
Okay, so he thinks that retail was 180. So by him thinking that retail was 180, and he did wear these shoes, by the way, with him thinking that retail is 180 for a pair of fucking Diamond Turfs, for some alternate ATL Diamond Turfs, him thinking that the price was 180 and him only asking 150 for a used pair of shoes that not very many people want, he's thinking he's giving a good deal. Let me fill y'all in on this. The Diamond Turfs on GOAT right now, you can get those for $207 brand new. And he's asking $150. And I know for damn sure that if you put in a price, you can get them Diamond Turfs for less than $207. Like, come on, dog. Come on now, let's be real. Like, we're starting to get into the I done lost my mind territory. 1345. This is another one. This is another one that's gonna drive a lot of y'all crazy. Hold on to your hats. Hold on to your motherfucking hats, y'all. Because he pulled out these shoes right here. Air Jordan 7 Afro Beats. I didn't want these shits when they dropped. I didn't pay attention, or the needle didn't move when I saw the mock-up for these shits, and I know there is a very small few of people that actually want these shits to this day. Only people that want these are people that don't really know much about Jordans and don't know that when Jordan did this, they were bullshitting, and they just, if they like the shoe, they like the shoe. But check this out.
$250 retail. I let them go for $100.
He said they cost him $250 retail. He said he gonna let them go for how much?
$100 under that. $150 plus shipping if you want them.
So he's letting y'all know. He's letting y'all know how much he paid for him. $250. Now that was a stupid choice, but that's my opinion. That's an anecdotal opinion. My opinion don't matter to Mike Rich when it comes to how he spent his money, and it shouldn't. Let me say that it should not matter when it comes to how you spend your money. But he's letting you know that they were $250 to let you all know when he throws his price out there, what kind of loss he's taking selling you all these shoes. Almost like a sympathy pool. That might not have been his intention, but it comes off as a sympathy pool. And then he's asking $150 for these. Now, if you go on GOAT right now, you can buy these shoes. Nobody wants these shoes, but you can buy them brand new for $216, and the highest bid on them, or the asking price, is $120. Like, I mean, now I could be wrong because I've been wrong with the fam, which y'all for like before. How many of you all would pay $150 for these? The Afrobeat Jordan 7s. Y'all be honest, man. Y'all be honest. King Vita said, "What are those? What the hell is up with that sole? Those shoes are pointlessly over-designed. Love the coffee color, but that is whack. I'm sorry." How many of you all would pay $150 for these joints? And if you liked them, how much would you actually be willing to pay? But like $150 is crazy to me. Now it might be because I don't think they look good at all. But it's just me. It's just me. The next one right here, the next one surprised the fuck out of me. Surprised the fuck out of me. So we got the Tinker Hatfield Justin Timberlake Jordan 3 collab.
Man of the Woods or something like that he called it. I can't take less than they retailed at $250, and I'm still gonna go under retail and ask for $200. Now they do have oxidation.
He again with telling you how much he paid for them so that you all can feel the impact of how much he is about to lose on these pairs of shoes. And that's another crazy thing. If you buy shoes with the intent of gaining something money-wise, to the point where you have to mention the loss you're about to take, that means you really didn't buy the shoe. That means you didn't buy the shoe because you liked it. That means it kind of comes off as you bought the shoe because it was a collaboration. You thought it was going to be rare, and you thought it was going to be worth something when you actually felt that it was time to let them go. And take a look at these shoes. Take a look at these shoes too. The heel tab is dry rotted. The color is gone because it's in the pre-stages of dry rotting and crumbling.
On the back, you put mink oil. Like I said, I can just rub my finger on it and it kind of goes away a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But you can wipe this down with a wet rag, all that'll come off. But I don't know how to get rid of it permanently.
No, that stuff does not come off because it is dry rot. And the reason why it looks like it's coming off is because your hands are oily as hell and you're moisturizing, so to speak, the plastic, the rubber on the heel tab. So yeah, you can't just like take a wash rag and wipe it off.
permanently. It's oxidation. That's all it is. I wear the shoe like twice. You know what I'm saying? Laces, everything is still in the bag. But I gotta have at least 200 plus shipping for this shoe, bro. This is a 200.
So 200 plus shipping, because he wants you to pay 200 plus shipping, which would end up being like 220 because he paid 250 and he doesn't want to take a major loss on a collab shoe. If you go, listen to this now. If you go on GOAT right now for these Tinker Hatfield Justin Timberlake Jordan 3s, you can get them for $145, and he won't two. Fuck no. Larry G said, I like them. If they were new, I would pay $150. Facts. Those are fire. Oh, absolutely. I 100% wholeheartedly agree that those are some dope ass Jordan 3s. But I ain't paying $150 for some Jordan 3s where the heel tab is about to break off, just because he doesn't want to take anybody wants to take a major loss. So they are on GOAT here. I'll type it in the chat. I'll type it in the chat so you can go on GOAT and find them. It is the right there. Y'all let me know if y'all see that. Air Jordan 3 JTH. So you can go on GOAT and find them brand new for the Lowski. Don't say I didn't help y'all out with this video. Yeah, they Justin Timberlake joints. It's the Tinker Hatfield Justin Timberlake joints. Like when Tinker Hatfield did the Tinker Hatfield Jordan 3s, this is part of that line. Yeah. But yeah, don't hey, look. That don't say it. I ain't never did nothing for y'all now. But yeah, his asking price is insane. Let me see. Let's go to 1515. This is another crazy one. I have these DS.
Anyway, UNC's worn once. Yeah, I think I'd be capping about worn once, man. Look at the bottom. I won one time. This is the UNC Air Jordan 3. Y'all know what they got in the back of the tongue. Heart and soul, I believe. Anyway, these actually, I don't think they came with a hang tag. I don't think this shoe came with a hang tag. Anyway, I want $200 for that shoe.
200 plus shipping. You go on GOAT right now, you can get these for what is it? Where are these? You can get these on GOAT for $401 right now, brand new. 200 plus shipping is crazy to me. That, like, if you wanted to charge 200, that should be 200 with shipping included. If they used, because it had like it had a stain on the bottom, like he stepped in bubble gum or something like that. Like that shit you gotta clean. You gotta clean the shoes. On top of that, you gotta trust that they are real. Like, nah. I mean, that's kind of like for that one, that was kind of like a gray area for me. But I don't think like 200 for those shoes is a good asking price. 200 plus shipping, I don't think that's a good asking price. But you know, I'll leave that up for y'all to decide. We're gonna go to the next one, which is going to be okay. This one right here kind of was like ridiculous.
Looking, you know what I'm saying? Fingerprint.
Look at the condition of this shoe already. I need y'all to check out the condition of this shoe already. You can see immediate problems with this shoe. And it's worn. The Jordan 4 Breads, not the all leather pair, but the Durabuck pair. Listen to what he says too.
Of course, it's just like dust, all that little stuff will come off with like a lint roller or something like that. But yeah, man. This is the Air Jordan 4. With all this light on it. Look.
And look at that. Okay. The wings are scuffed like crazy. You can see that. The wings are scuffed like crazy on these 4s. I don't think that's just dust. I think that's also where the shoe has rubbed up against something when he wore them, and it has scratched the Durabuck. And then you can see the midsole. The midsole has some kind of damage on the midsole down there in the black portion. But I mean, y'all can see that already. But I know y'all want to know the price he asked.
Little scuffs though, like that. I want $200 for this.
Little scuffs.
Shoe though, regardless. $200 shipped.
He want $200 shipped. Hold on. He wants $200 shipped for this shoe right here that I have brand new DS. Look, y'all can see no scuffs, no scratches, no signs of wear. He wants $200 for those. Now, why is this so fucking ridiculous to ask for $200 for the Durabuck Air Jordan 4 breads? Because they're getting ready to drop this year. They're getting ready to release in November for $220. Are you fucking crazy, my guy? He's asking $200. Brand new on the Go app, you can get a pair of bread Jordan 4, the Durabuck version. You can get it for $318. And like I said, they're dropping again this year in less than 3 months. What is this? August, September, October, November. Yeah, in 3 months, they're dropping brand new for a retail price of $230. And you best believe that when the bread Jordan 4 Durabucks drop, everybody gonna be able to get a pair. Everybody and they damn mama gonna get a pair, and he's asking $200 for these shits. Scratched, scuffed, and all. He asking $200.
Oh, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
That is insane. And then you'll hear in the video, he says, I don't care. That's what I want for him.
Like I said, they're not in bad condition. I wore them more than once, but classic shoe, Nike hang tag, stuff like that. I let these go for $200. Yeah. If it's not reasonable to you, don't buy it. Don't inquire.
And that's facts.
You want to wait till the ones come out this year? I don't blame you. But if I'm selling my 2019 pair, it's gonna be 200 smackaroos off top. You know what I'm saying?
And that's facts. That is absolute 100% facts. And Larry G alluded to that earlier in the comments he made. So I'm not mad at him for that, but that doesn't mean I can't be questionable of the prices. Now $16.59. Let me see. $16.59 a pair of Huaraches. This gonna get y'all. I know it's gonna get y'all. Lakers Huaraches. I think you can still find these in stores somewhere.
If I didn't tell y'all warm, you wouldn't even know.
No, y'all heard that. If I didn't tell y'all I wore them, you wouldn't even know. Well, why would you have to say that? And as a matter of fact, we would know because you got a pebble right here. You got a pebble right there. You got a pebble right there. You got some look like snot booger tissue in the heel right there. But I mean, you got a pebble stuck right there or something like I don't know, but still, like, why would you have to say that?
But I won one time. If I didn't tell you, you wouldn't even know. Give me 120. Give me 100.
He want 120. GOAT has them for $230, $220 brand new, but the last sale was $167. So people are trying to get $223 for them, but they ain't getting it. They giving them away for $167. And in my opinion, with that being said, $120 for a used pair of Lakers Huaraches that the basis or the demand for them isn't high is crazy. is insane.
$20 for them shoes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, whoa. Falling. All right, what this is? Some of this stuff I don't know. I was moving it. I was like, I sell these. Oh, these pollen. So these are the pollen SC trainable Jacksons. Pollen joints, corduroy, good materials. One time only.
Everything one time.
Give me
one time.
And I put these in like a couple of shoe sales. Nobody bit yet. A couple of people asked them.
You heard it. Nobody bought. He put them in a couple of shoe sales. Don't nobody want them.
Nobody bought them. I take 120 for those.
He want 120. If you run to GOAT and try to buy those brand new, they asking 260, but ain't nobody paying because they don't have any offers. So those shoes are just basically dust collectors. So like somebody wanted 260 for them, but nobody is even looking at them to offer anything. And like he said, he put them in a bunch of shoe sales, and ain't nobody bit on those because don't nobody want them. So to ask 120 for them is crazy. He need to be listing those pollens, and his price is his price. But if it was me, I'd be listing a used pair of Bo Jackson trainer pollens for like $60. $60, man. Just bite the bullet, let it go. $60, my dog. These shoes, I have these DS.
So I'm on there $200.
200. He want 200 for the Alma Manier Dusk Jordan 5s. Brand new, you can get them for $343. I have those brand new. At brand new, I would be asking 200 if I decided to sell those. That is where I would be. I would cap out brand new for a pair of Air Jordan 5 Alma Manier Dusks, brand new for $200. As a matter of fact, I think I am going to sell those, and I am going to sell those for $200. Because I just know I'm not going to get to it. I just know I'm never going to get to it. And like I said earlier, like I'm never going to reach I'm not going to say I'm never going to reach my perfect situation, but I'm not going to reach my perfect situation and how I want to display my stuff in time to justify keeping the shoes just sitting like they are. And I don't know, but $200 for a used pair of shoes is insane.
Worn once. If you don't believe me, oh well. Worn one time. These shoes look pre-worn anyway, so there ain't really no way that I can prove it. But I'm in their 5s. Give me $200. Like the shoes that I don't want to get.
Next one is, what is this next one?
Did
Aqua 8s. He did it on foot, so he wore
once. I did it on feet. These are so heavy. Give me $200.
He want 200, brand new on GOAT. Those are $290. Absolutely not. You need to drop the joints down to 180. That ain't it. That ain't it, King. 1836.
And this I got a feeling these DMs is gonna be crazy because of all those Jordan 1s. Then I got to show all these Jordan 1s too. But anyway, I'll let these go for the low. Give me 100 ship. Nah, 100 plus shipping. I got because that shipping in that last shoe sale, that shipping was like $400 total, man. But anyway, here's all the Jordan 1s that I'm willing to sell, and all of these shoes are brand new. All of these shoes are brand new. Dead stock, never been worn.
No, all of them are brand new.
I'm two Jordan lows right now. I did wear one time a piece. So this is I forgot the name of this. It's the Palomino. PS, as I said, never worn.
This was a good price.
Dead stock shoe, never worn. Give me like 160. I'm just gonna charge the old Jordan 1.
Yeah, that was a good price.
Y'all know what shoe that is? Give me 100.
If y'all don't know what this shoe is, it's the Air Jordan 1 Low Metallic Silver.
100 plus shipping? Yeah, give me $100 plus shipping. Brand new shoe. Brand new shoe. Tokyo joints. Y'all 120 plus shipping. Y'all ain't finna get me like that. I just realized what these were. 120 plus shipping is still a good price for that.
So he said, y'all are not finna get me. He worried about selling his shoes too low for other people to be able to make a profit off of them if they want to resell them. That is not the mindset you need to have when you're at this point. And I got some news to share. He want 120 for these. You can get these brand new for $94. Yeah, dog. Yeah. You want 120 plus shipping? You can get these silver metallic Jordan 1 lows for $94. Why? Why? If I had that Michael Jackson thing, why are you charging so much? Yeah, and that's what I said. From the Alma years, it snowballed and it got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And you all will see. There's one shoe in this video that everybody gonna have a good laugh at. Everybody. 20 minutes and 38 seconds. These are the Air Jordan Low University Reds. They're used
60 plus shipping.
He wants 60 plus shipping. So basically $80. You can buy these brand new for $89. And the highest offer on these shoes is $27.
For the shipping, man. Because I give you these for $60 shipped. Then I'm gonna pay $20 for shipping, and then that's like me selling the shoe for $40.
Well, that's what they worth. That's what they worth, Big Mike. They worth only $40. To be honest, they're only worth $40. And like you said, when you pulled the shoe and you showed them, they was in the outlets for a buku long time, like in the outlets. What is it? 250.
What college this is? Howard University.
Howard University Jordan 1 lows.
I want to say I did it on feet or something. Not warm. I remember the fit. It was a cold fit too. Yeah, same price. 120.
120. Brand new. You can get them for $89. I'm sorry, the silver ones you can get them for $94 brand new. The University Jordan 1 lows right here he showed, you can get those brand new for $89, and the highest asking price, the highest offer is $27. Nobody wants them joints. But either way it goes, both of those Jordan 1 lows, too much. Too much. The next one, 2050.
Black Toe 1 reimagines.
That's the ones that Larry was asking about. Black Toe reimagines, and I think I wrote the price. I think I wrote the what you call it down wrong for one of these. But I know one of the pairs of shoes he had. Let me see. I don't know if they. Let me see. But anyway, one of the pairs of shoes he showed, and I think I missed it. He asked ridiculous prices for it. That they were like a pair of Air Jordan 1 AJKOs. For a pair of AJKOs, he was asking $60 plus shipping. You can get them brand new for $77.
Yes. Never been worn. You can give me retail or like let's go 150. Let's go 150 for those.
150 for the Air Jordan 1 High Black Toe Reimagined. 150 brand new in a size 12. You can get it for $139. He want 150 plus shipping.
Special box. Yeah, let's go 150 for those. We ain't going crazy. We ain't trying to. We ain't going with arm and legs.
Yeah, Mike, you going crazy, brother. You definitely going crazy.
Same thing with Shattered Backboards. This is the last release that came out. 150 plus shipping. 160 plus shipping. We're gonna go, like I said, retail. 160 plus shipping. I think I said 150 for the black toes, but I was gonna go to the old Jordan 1 resale for most of these. So
he want 160 for these recently released Shattered Backboards. The box is beat the fuck up. It's beat the hell. And you go on GOAT, you can get them brand new for $149. Why would I pay you $180 when I can go get it for $149?
Shattered Backboard, the box a little toe up, but the shoe brand new.
A little?
160.
It's a lot.
160. Three more. Jordan 1 Brotherhood. Somebody actually reached out to me. I ain't put these on the last sneaker sale. They brand new. I ain't put them on the last sneaker sale. And somebody actually reached out to me for Brotherhood. So you want to know how?
Now this is exactly what I was talking about. These Brotherhoods, and this is where, while I was watching this, I was like, Houston, we have a problem.
How much I want? Give me $100.
He want $100 for them ugly ass Jordan 1 Brotherhoods that don't nobody fucking want. He said somebody hit him up about them, but they ain't bought them. As you can see, they still in his hand. He wants $100 for those. You can get those brand new on GOAT for $89. And when you look at the offer section, nobody is offering anything for those because nobody wants them. So I'm pretty sure if somebody made an offer for like 20 something bucks, you could get those. This is probably the Jordan 1 High Brotherhoods is probably the worst Jordan 1 colorway ever. And there are a lot of bad Jordan 1 colorways, but this one probably takes the cake for the worst one ever that nobody damn wants. You damn near have to pay somebody to take them off your hands.
Give me one, and they might be going for less than that. I don't damn know.
And look, here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. This is what I'm talking about. He said they might be going for less than that. He don't damn know. Pay attention to.
Want to know how much I want? Give me $100. Give me one, and they might be going for less than that. I don't damn know, but for my size 12, for my pair, $100. If you don't want them.
And see, there we go. That was the thing that made, that was the thing that really made me pay attention. When he said they could be going, and which sparked the title of the thumbnail and the title of the video. He said they might be going, because he know they ain't going for shit, but he said they might be going for less than $100, but I don't care for my pair, meaning the Mike Rich pair, because I'm Mike Rich. If you want them, you gonna pay $100. Which is basically saying you are paying for the fact that I have a high level of subscribers. And see, I don't know if he thought that through or if he was doing that intentionally or what, but just to hear that is insane. To ignore the fact that a pair of shoes that you're trying to sell is going for under the price you're trying to sell them for, and then to say, I don't care if they are going for less than what I'm asking for. You gonna pay this Mike Rich price. That is crazy. That is crazy in my opinion. And that's where the problem really starts to form. That's where it really escalates. And I mean, like, again, they're his prices. He can charge whatever the fuck he wants to, and I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. But I'm just saying a lot of people would be upset if they thought about it that way. So yeah, but $100 for a pair of Brotherhoods, that's crazy. That is crazy. The last two pair of shoes was a Jordan 1 High Taxi. They were used as well. He was asking $160 for those on GOAT. If you wanted them brand new, you can get it for $113. And then the last one was Jordan 1 High UNCs. They were used as well. He was asking $160 for those pair, and you could get them brand new for $134. So the guy that challenged me to do this video and compare and contrast the number of unreasonably priced shoes compared to the number of reasonably priced shoes, let's go through it. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, yeah, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 out of 39 pairs were unreasonably priced. I would say that's more than just a little bit of unreasonably priced shoes. Now, do I think Mike Rich is trying to scam anybody? Absolutely not. I don't believe him to be that type of person. Do I think the prices are ridiculous? Absolutely. Do I think that not doing your research and being tone deaf to the situation is ridiculous? Yes, I do. Because again, as I reiterated, if it were a small content creator, somebody like myself, you all would hold my feet to the fire and expect a level of knowledge to come with me being on this platform and presenting things to you all. So we got to hold people accountable. Again, I'm on Mike Rich side when he say my prices is my prices. If you don't want them, I'll keep them. But if that's the case, then why even do a selling my collection video? Like, if you want people to buy your shoes honestly and you're giving back to the people, you need to price them fairly. Not telling you what you have to do, but saying where I would be on the situation. So again, this is not like any hate. This is not like any kind of like disrespect or nothing like that. Because again, like I said, I've watched Mike Rich's content for over a decade, and I've enjoyed some of his content. Now, just to show you all that I'm not hating on another black man, and I'm not trying to hold a black man down and be brother against brother. I looked at Sneakernomics' video, and I'm not going to show Sneakernomics' video because we've already pushed past like the 2 hours that I normally do. But Sneakernomics, some of his prices are high. And he even admitted in his video, if you think some of my prices are high, I'm going by UK pricing. And stuff out of the UK is I get high. But yeah, some of the stuff that he's trying to sell that's used is a little, is more than a little bit. It's a lot crazy. But let me ask you all this. Do you all think that these sneaker content creators with these large subscriber bases or large followings, because I call y'all family, but do you think these content creators in those positions are taking advantage of their position, like taking advantage of the number of subscribers they have? And I'm going to ask you all that, but I'm going to say this. If they are, just think about how many other people are taking advantage of you all, the viewers, just because they have a high subscriber base. Is it fair? Is it, good? I don't know. That's not for me to judge. That's for you all to judge. Is it right? Is it wrong? Again, that's for you all to judge. The way I look at it, again, I don't believe he's trying to scam people, but I do believe the prices are ridiculous. I do lean more on the side of Hugh. Like, these prices are bullshit. Like, if you're just being real and you being yourself, the prices are bullshit. So yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. With doing this video, again, when I heard what Hugh had to say, I was gonna do this video regardless, but I was challenged to do the hard work, and I did the hard work. I was gonna do that anyway, but the only reason I did it using Mike Rich's video is because Hugh mentioned it. So I just want to say this, man. I just want to say this.
Look, I don't want no problems with nobody. I don't want no problems. I don't want to beef with nobody. I don't want drama. I don't want smoke with nobody.
I don't want no problems. I'm just here as a voice of the people. And, I just, as a viewer, I just want to, put it out there. The thing is, people forget that just like you subscribe to people, you can easily unsubscribe. So there's a certain pressure. You could call it. So there's that. Yeah. I mean, if you found out that one of your favorite YouTube content creators was taking advantage of you all, would you all even say anything? Would you all unsubscribe? Or would you all just brush it off and act like it never happened and be like, oh, make excuses and be like, oh, well, this or that or yada, 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 blase, blase. What would you all do, man? Now, with that being said, man, oh my gosh, man, I took something for my shoulder and it's kicked in. It's been kicked in. So we gonna end it on that note, man. What would you do if you found out one of your most favorite viewed content creators was taking advantage of you all? Y'all let me know down in the comment section below. It's been real, man. I want to thank everybody who came in to watch another Tuesday night of Soul Source. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you hadn't, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Once you hit that thumbs up, man, feel free to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up, man. Go feel free to hype your boy up, man. It does wonders for the YouTube algorithms. Get down in the comment section below. And be sure to tap in on Friday for the weekly wrap up. I think I'm going to do the weekly wrap up. If I don't, I'll let y'all know, because I let y'all know last week that I wasn't going to do the weekly wrap up. But yeah, I'll keep y'all in the know. Let me know if y'all hit on the Nike Mind slides. I pretty much passed on Nike Mind slides because that was a bit of a mess and a debacle. So I just left that alone. My reservation got kicked out on Nike, on Foot Locker, which kind of pissed me off. But that's neither here nor there. Like always, before I go, man, I cannot leave y'all without saying nothing is impossible. Fight for everything you believe in. Don't let anything stand in your way, and dream hungry. Remember, shoes are made to be worn, not adorned. If you want to get rid of them just for the sake of this live, don't overcharge people. Don't follow my example when it comes to sneaker wearing and expressing yourself. Follow your own example. Do what you want. They are a part of you and an extension of you, a way to express yourself, and do it with pride, man. Don't let nobody else pivot you off of your podium, man. If anybody's going to take you off your podium, let it be you. With that being said, man, I love y'all. Y'all have been wonderful as always. Y'all have a great night. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will catch you all later. Peace. Peace.